Hello, how are you guys doing? Finally, I'm getting a chance to actually come on here and speak about LinkedIn. I'm so sorry this has taken me so long to do. I've just been so caught up with work, and November is an absolutely horrific time for me because I've got all my audits for my business, insurance renewals, insurance for vehicles, you name it. It's just all going off right now, but I'm still trying to keep on top of this. And I really want to get this out here for you guys because I know a lot of you have already started the premium, and I don't want this to be eaten into your free trial period that you've got. So let's jump into this and let me explain what LinkedIn is, why I use it, and how it's going to really amplify the way that you spread the message about this business to other people that are maybe curious about this but don't quite know how to go about starting their own little business doing this. So LinkedIn, just to give you a bit of history, I used LinkedIn when I went through a bit of a issue with my business, my fire business, fire safety business, and engineering. And what happened is I literally lost 4 major contracts in 1 month, and it was horrific. I just literally went from a nice steady flow of income coming in every week to suddenly realizing I'm going to have to rely on cash reserves and I need to get new business in or I'm going to crash basically. And so I had a bit of a a bit of a stressful moment for a good few months. And so what LinkedIn did for me then was I went into using this tool called uh, the LinkedIn Premium Sales Navigator. So what that actually allows me to do is you can start contacting companies and people on the infrastructure of LinkedIn and start offering opportunities to them, offering your business to these other clients on there. And why this obviously works better for getting business, as far as I'm concerned, this is my personal opinion on this. And by the way, I'm no expert with LinkedIn. I'm just going to show you exactly what has worked for me, and it's trial that's proven, tested, works brilliantly. I've made my company go from under million to above millions, and this was all through contracts that I got through LinkedIn. So this is very, very valuable information you're going to be getting, guys. So I hope you appreciate this. I hope you understand how much this can really increase your opportunity of getting sustainable people. I'm going to say people with longevity within the business, people that aren't going to just join and then leave the next month. This is going to really help you get those people, those directors in training, people that you want, the ones that are really wanting to push the business. And so what this is going to offer you is getting into the mindset with people that are looking for business. So what I mean with that is what I found with TikTok and Instagram is it's really good for the popular person or the people that are good at putting their face out there. They have a lot going on in their life, a lot of interesting things going on in their lives. I don't have a lot of interesting things going on in my life. I spend 100 hours a week doing my fire business most of the time, so you can imagine there's not much going on. And yeah, okay, you can put the odd post up here and there, but that's not going to sustain people in watching. And so LinkedIn is good for the fact that you're going to be getting people who are interested in business. So they're coming onto this with the mindset, I want to find out about this company or I want to find out about this new trend that's going on in my sector and whatever that might be. And they go on there in the mindset. So they're already in that psychological mindset of I want to do business. Whereas I find with Instagram and TikTok, and Facebook, people are going on there to just have a bit of fun, procrastinate. It's late in the evening. They can't be bothered thinking straight. And they just want to go on there and do something that's brain dead activity. Whereas LinkedIn's more likely you're going to get people that are like, right, I'm coming on here. I'm super focused. I'm going to grab a coffee or a tea. And I'm going to sit down at the computer and I'm going to go through this. And this comes in really handy. This is actually quite good. It's actually quite easy to try and figure out when to be posting as well, when to look out for people connecting, because it's quite interesting with the psychology of people. And for example, I will put up a lot of connection requests with people on a Friday. No one's coming on LinkedIn on Friday. And if they are, you know what? That's great. You're going to maybe get one or two people, but you're not going to get many replies. So Friday morning is a really good time for me to just basically go on there. So you might get a few people during the day connecting with you, and then it just goes dead at the weekend. But come Sunday evening, there's going to be a key bit to look out for, and that is people will start connecting with you. So that's an interesting point. Always think of the psychology behind it. Why is that person connecting with me now? What? Try and visualize what they're doing at that point. So they're sat in the house on a Sunday evening and they're like, ah, shit, I've got work on Monday. I cannot be bothered. I hate that company I work for. I hate that person I work with. I need a new job. I need to look at something. There must be something on here. Oh, what's this? I've got a message, someone offering me a business proposition because they like the look of my profile. Damn right, I'm going to connect with them. So that's the psychological part of it. Connect with them straight away if you can. And once you connect with them, you'll get into that rapport, you'll get into that to and fro communication with them. And you usually find you can jump straight to the point with them as well, which is great, which you can't do on Instagram and TikTok. You need to build up that reputation. You need to build up that um, friendship bond with them. Whereas on LinkedIn, it's very clear cut that you're on there for business and people are coming on for business. They don't expect you to be telling them about what you've been doing at the weekend and how life's been, like how you enjoyed this particular Starbucks you went to and things like that. They're not interested. If anything, you're probably going to actually lose interest with them because they just want to find out what's going on with the job. So it's quite interesting. You'll start figuring out these patterns with the type of people that you connect with. And it's really interesting when you get it with, I connect with CEOs and directors and anyone who's a decision maker in a business. I connect with them because they're the ones that you want in your downline and your your team basically, because they're the ones that are going to understand network marketing. They're the ones that are going to understand the connection on how to make additional income streams without having to put your time in there. So they're very keen on time management because they know the hustle you have to do when you're running a business on how much your time needs to be balanced. And you need to find those people that have got a specialist skill in a particular something that you're not good at, and they can use that. So they come on here with that mindset, and that's key for me, is going for these people. And it's really interesting when you get them connecting with you on a Sunday because you think, okay, you really don't like your business, or you've tried something and you're not interested in it and it's not working and you're looking for something different, and you get these conversations going with them. So it's I love it. I think it's really interesting when you start diving into the psychology of how these people are coming on here. But anyway, let's jump into this and I will show you the LinkedIn that I've got. So what LinkedIn is basically a business social media page, and that's it. And complicated as it's going to get, is it is meant for business, and that's it. So you come on here, think of everything you do on here as like you are starting a business, you're wanting to invite professional people into this, you want them to be reliable, trustworthy people that are a bit of independence about them so they can take in the model that we're trying to advertise to them. Just that mindset. Just think about who you would want to work in your business and come onto the LinkedIn with that mindset. And obviously you want to come across as professional as possible. So keep the profile picture professional. Try and keep consistent with your pictures as well. What's something I learned in digital marketing was a key thing for people to recognize, because not a lot of people want to sit and read something. They'll just quickly look at a visual. And if your photo is the same and it's constantly coming up on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, you name it, everything. It's the same profile picture. People pick up on that. So someone could be scrolling through YouTube one day and they'll be like, oh, there's that guy I connected with on LinkedIn. I'll subscribe to his page because I quite liked a lot of his posts. He must be doing podcasts, or there's something like that. It just keeps you familiar to people. And this is what I've done on mine. So my profile picture is the same goofy looking picture from Barcelona. And next point you need to have, and this is actually written into the algorithms I've been told for LinkedIn. So if you don't have a banner up here, you actually lose quite a marginal percentage of people from getting pushed to your page. The algorithm won't push people to it. So they want that professional look to it. You've got to make sure that you're advertising correctly on there. These can be classed like SEOs as well. So this will come up as well, the keywords that are used. So also, everyone in IntelliTravel Planet, please contact compliance when you're doing your banner. They were so good with me. They're just really quick at getting back to you. And I actually had to make a few changes to my banner. For example, I'd put in, I am recruiting. Join our expanding team of independent travel entrepreneurs. Recruiting now. I didn't have we need you. I had recruiting now. And they said, well, you're not recruiting. You can't do that. Please take that off and put this in place of it. So they were very, very good. And you just want to make sure you comply, because you don't want your page exploding and then suddenly compliance looks at it and they block you from being able to advertise as business because you're not complying. It's very, very important, guys. These are my colors of my business. So there's the blue and the black, and luckily it goes with the planet one as well. So I got a photo of me, Arif, and Raquel there. Sorry, Raquel, you're hidden by a edit pen there, but that's that won't be showing on everyone else's page. And I took this at the Orlando event, so it's a good point to discuss with people as well, is about the events and things like that. So I find having the banner, having that advertised is quite a good point for getting conversations going with people. You can verify your account as well. Now, I know a few of you already have done this. Now, verification of your account means that you need to have a passport with a digital pin. It needs to be a digital passport with the pin in it, the RFID or whatever it is that's in it. And once you do that, it actually really amplifies the traffic that comes to your page by, I believe it's 60%. It's like quite a crazy amount. And now I haven't got that on mine yet. I'm still doing really good on here. And I never got it to work on my other LinkedIn page as well. But it will draw more traffic to your page. It draws more people that are likely to, say, for example, comment on pages and things like that. So it pushes those people. So I have noticed a lot of the people on here that have already verified their account, they seem to be getting a lot more interactions than I do on their pages. Maybe they're just better at writing stuff as well. I don't know. It might be a part of that. And the other thing I like with LinkedIn is you have almost an infinite amount of information you can put on here. So you can put your LinkedIn.com profile, so you can share that with anyone who's looking for you. But you can put loads of different websites on here. So I've got a few on here, and your email address. You can put your birthday if you want. You know, it's up to you. You can put a lot of information in here. It doesn't really block you from putting anything on there. So it's really up to you what you do. You can put custom buttons in there to take you to particular sites, deals, things that you've got going on, things like that. This will tell you how many connections you've got. Once you reach 500, it's just caps at that and says 500 plus. And you'll, trust me, you'll find it really quick getting to this when you start doing this. As you're connecting with people, you'll start realizing how fast you can start getting good connections on here. So the other thing you can do, which I can't do now because I've now had 10 affiliate links on here, is you can actually go to, you can share an affiliate link on here so that people that want to join and get the premium Sales Navigator software can get 2 months free. So that's roughly about 140, 150 pounds worth of monthly subscriptions for free, which is brilliant because I mean, it gives you ample time to learn the system. And you can go in to learn with LinkedIn, and we'll just have a look at this. I don't know if it's going to load up actually because I'm just sharing one screen. So let me present this, share screen, and we'll go to online session share. So this is the LinkedIn training bit. I'd recommend people go into this and just go through it. It's dead simple, to be honest. There's a lot of little guides in here. 2-3 minute videos. It just tells you all the background on LinkedIn. But there's sometimes lives that are done as well, which is quite handy, and it gives you a lot of background information about how to utilize it, particularly for things that we do, believe it or not. Network marketing is quite a strong point on here now, and I think it's becoming more recognized with softwares like LinkedIn that, you know, network marketing is an amazing business infrastructure. It's a business, you know, the foundations of it is made for everyone to succeed. So it's talked about a lot on here in the courses. So you can go into the business section, and you know, you can basically go into any courses you want on here, and learn what you want about it. And these change quite a lot, so you can get some new stuff coming up. You can subscribe to them as well. It's kind of like you do on YouTube, so you get notifications of them and stuff. But very handy. Don't overlook this. This is really where I learned about LinkedIn, and actually then started learning about Premium, which is the Sales Navigator software, which I'll get into shortly. So let me just go back to this. I'm sorry, I'm only sharing one screen at a time here. It's just it's not letting me share more than one screen just now. I could share the whole lot, but it seems to be echoing the mic. So bear with me. I will get this up and running. And just to let you know, I am actually setting up a I'm setting up a actual course for this that's I'm going to give out to you guys. And what I'm actually going to do just to help you out with a bit of income is I'm going to put an affiliate link on it, and you guys will get it for free, and you'll be allowed to promote the video, the course, to anyone you want. And I'm going to put a price on it of $5, and it's going to be a 70% affiliate link on it. So you guys will get a 70% affiliate link payment for it. So anyone that is interested in the course will be able to get it and buy it off you, and you will get a 70% commission off it, which, you know, it's only $5, but soon adds up. Trust me, it soon adds up. I know a woman who did this for Disney World. She was obsessed with Disney World, and she started up a digital marketing advert for where to go and the dates to go in different rides and events that were going on in Disney World. And she did like an electronic map that people could go on, and she put that on for $5, and she's now making six figures off it. So, you know, if it works, it works. I'm not saying that my training courses are going to go anywhere near that, because who really wants to listen to this for an hour and a half? But you can, you know, the world's your oyster when it comes to digital marketing. And if you guys are interested in that, I can definitely do a course on that as well, about starting up a digital marketing side of things to sell products. But anyway, let's get back to this. So we are now on my profile page. So as you'll see, I've got my professional photo up, I've got the banner, and I've now got the about section. So this is important. I use ChatGPT. ChatGPT works really well. LinkedIn does have an AI system, so you can put it in here, but it's very basic. I don't like the way it words everything. I like the ChatGPT because I've been using it for a year, so it actually writes things how I would write it. So it's very personal when it puts it on there, whereas the AI on LinkedIn doesn't remember you in a way, so it's not that great. But I'm sure they'll make it better, because it never used to be on here. This is a new thing on here. So do a very brief introduction about yourself. You've got 2,600 characters you can put on. I've only done 507. I think that's more than enough. And it's just really talking about the business and what I do. So these are the pillars of my life as a mindset coach. Exploring the outer and inner world, I've built a career around helping individuals break free from limiting beliefs and step into the true power. Whether I'm exploring new cultures or engaging in deep transformative conversations, my mission remains the same: to awaken the untapped potential in everyone I meet. If you're ready to elevate your mind and embrace a life of limitless possibilities, let's connect. So it's on there. It helps. Again, algorithm friendly, you know, putting some keywords in there that it's going to pick up and push out to people: travel, freedom, transformation, mindset. Yeah. Limitless possibilities, I guess, could be one that would pick up as well. So do that, get that on there. Looks very professional. It looks really good on the mobile. I was actually trying to see how to share the mobile, because 99% of the time I use everything off my mobile. And it's so great that I actually find it's easier to use the mobile version of LinkedIn and Sales Navigator, because it literally just is a copy and paste system I use. I don't even have to engage my brain when I'm doing it. I'm just copy and paste, add in a bit of personal stuff in there if there's someone gets back to me. But yeah, I'll try and find a way to share that at some point. It will be in the course, because I can do it on that, but for some reason I can't do it on this. Add skills. So skills are things that you recognize as being good at. Skills, basically. So what's in here? I've noticed it's not actually showing my skills. Let me just see if it's going to come up on here. There we go. Yeah, there's my skills. So is that my skills? Oh yeah, shows 68 skills. So you can search for skills. So you can type in travel, and then it will bring up all the things related to travel, and put your skills in there. Don't don't jump this point. You know, this is important. Get this in here, as many as you can. Look for them on here, and just put in all the skills you think you've got: business skills, travel skills, uh, project management, sales management, event management. You know, there's loads and loads and loads, all the ones you can possibly think of. Give yourself a good 45 minutes going through this, because this is crucial for the algorithm, so that it knows who to put you out to, and just keep going through them all. As you see, I've got 68 of them. Now, where these become really good is people absolutely love it it's almost like catnip to cats. It's like if you go on here and you basically endorse people, so you can go into someone's skill set. So let's say I'll go to my network and I'll go to, let's accept that and accept that one. View the profile. So let's go to the profile. So if I go down to him and I look for his skills, so there's his skills, show all 57 skills, and go in there and okay, that's weird. It's not letting me. You can usually endorse them. Okay, 2 seconds. Let's try someone else. Maybe because I've just connected with him, it's not going to let me. You might have a sort of cooling off period because you don't know them. Let me go to Fergus. Been chatting to him quite a bit. So if I click on him and I go to LinkedIn and let's go down to his skill set. So this is a guy from Scotland who is a rugby player. So let's have a look at his. There we go. So it must be like some sort of cooling period. If you've just connected, you can't endorse people, which makes sense because you don't know them. So I can endorse him for rugby. Now I know he plays rugby, so I'm going to endorse him for that. Sports coaching, that's what he does. I'll coach him that. Communication, definitely sports, athletics. Now, what this does as I'm going through this, fitness, sports management, event management, people always get back to you when you do this. So it's really good when you've connected with people and you're chatting to them, endorse them for stuff because it really boosts the algorithms. The more people that endorse someone, the more the algorithm will push it out there. So it's almost like an XP level up character in a game or something. It's like the higher the number, the more experience they have on it. Therefore, the game will push that particular skill set out there for people to connect with. So the more you endorse people, the more it gets their name out there. So yeah, just try and do that on a regular basis. I do it daily with 10 people. I'll find about 6 skills for each and I'll go through 10 people. So that's like 60 skills. That takes about 15 minutes of my time to do that. But it's really valuable because it does seem to get people talking to you. They go, oh, thanks for endorsing me. I noticed that you do this. I'm going to endorse you for this. And it's just a bit of a bond, isn't it, really, between you and the people that are on here. So that's one key thing. Skill set, set them up. Profile introduction, set that up. Get all your contact info on there. Try and verify your account if you can. I haven't done it with mine because my digital passport's just been a dick. It's not letting me do it. I don't know why. So I've just kind of left it. And I'll probably try it when I renew my passport in April. So set them up and then go to the what's the next bit? So the next bit you want to do is you want to find people within independent travel agent in teletravel and independent travel agents in Planet Marketing. Now, this is quite key. It really does help the algorithms. So if you've got a new account, this is a really good thing to do. If not, really don't worry about it. It's not a major issue if you've already got an account set up and you've already put yourself down with these companies. But what I do before I set my experience up, so this is where you'd set it up. You'd click on plus and you'd add yourself. You'd do a search for IntelliTravel and it would come up with the IntelliTravel. It would tell you all the people in there. So if I click on this, for example, what you'll find is it comes up with a page. Now, this is under my company now because I've put myself as someone working for them. So what that means is when you go back to your profile, you can go in here and edit. Now you can set up in here your positions that you've got. So you find positions by going to add new position. You type it in, it will do a search in here for the company. So it will come up, say, let's type in, it says Microsoft there. So let's just type this in for an example. Oh, that's Microsoft. So there's Microsoft there. So you can see there's quite a few different ones on there. So if you type in plan net, my typing's terrible. I need to get better at that. So you can see there's loads of different ones on here. So you've got to be careful and make sure you pick the right one. So you can click on them before you actually connect it there. So when you connect it, just have a look at it, like make sure it's the right logo. Look for how many people are in that team. You know, there's going to be there's tens of thousands on there for if it's a legit company. Sometimes you get ones where they use the same logo and it's not actually the legitimate page. So just be careful with that and make sure you pick the right one. Once you've done that, you can add yourself on there and as a member. I'm going to say, I was going to say employee, but you're obviously not, but it's like a member of that group, that company. What to do before you do this, right? Do not set yourself up. Do not go into edit and do not add that you are in Planet and IntelliTravel straight from the start. What you want to do is you want to search in here, go to IntelliTravel and see your results. There it is there. I mean, as I said, like I said before, look, there are ones set up for IntelliTravel, but they don't have icons, so they're probably not the actual ones. So let's go back to that. So let's click on this. So when you first come into this, it will ask if you want to follow them or not. Follow it. And what you want to do is you want to go to the connections at work here. Now, I've got a funny feeling that isn't actually the right one. So this is Delray Beach, Florida. So have a look for the one that's the right one anyway. But when you click on the connections, it'll tell you all the people that are in there. Now, this will say save on yours. On mine, it says message because I've already connected with them. Now, what you want to do is connect with as many people as you possibly can. There's my verify there. Yeah, attract 60% more profile views. So there you go. It is 60%. Yeah, sorry. So go back to here. You want to connect with as many people on here as possible, and you want to send them a little message if you can, saying, "Hi, I've just started with IntelliTravel, and I would like to connect with other people that are on here. I'd love to know how you're getting on. And regards, Phil, or whatever." So as you can see, all these people I've connected with already. And you want to do all this before you put yourself down as a member of that team within your profile page. So what I mean by that is on this section here, you do not want to have any of these showing just yet, Planet or IntelliTravel. You want to leave that until these people connect with you. Now, the reason you want to do that is because when you finally get about 30 or 40 people connecting with you, say, let's say that's just like a ballpark figure. Say, for example, you have 30 people connect with you that come from IntelliTravel and Planet. As soon as you then go into your edit and you add yourself as a member of Planet and you add yourself as a member of IntelliTravel, that automatically sends a notification to everyone that you're connected with that you've just started a new position at XYZ company, i.e. Planet or IntelliTravel. So that then sends out a thing for them to congratulate you for starting a new position. So you want to make sure your page is all set up properly before you do that. So you want to have a few posts on here about what your business, what you do, the people you work with, little things in here. I do a lot of mindset stuff because I'm a mindset coach. So I like to put a lot of stuff on here about the law of attraction and working in a busy business environment as a CEO of business, just stuff like that. Loads of stuff on there that you can put on there, and make sure you've got a nice full page of comments that you've done to people, posts that you've put up yourself. Create a few more posts if you want for that day, and just have one pinned. I've got this one pinned about the company, and this just basically gives people an insight into who we are. And so as soon as they celebrate you, they'll come to your page and have a look at it and comment and have a look. And it's almost like an open day for you and your business. It's inviting people in to say, "Hi, I've started a new business. Please come and have a look around and let me know what you think." And you'll be surprised at how many people communicate with you. And this is how it all started with me, and the momentum starts going. So get your profile set up by getting the banner, get your photo, get your intro about who you are and what you're doing and why you're on here, and then set up your skills. And then you want to start looking for people that work in the same line as you and connecting with them. And then only then will you then put on then I'm saying then a lot. Only will you then put I forgot what I'm saying there. Then you shall put up that you work for Planet and IntelliTravel, and that is when you're going to get people coming to your page. And it just really helps. It boosts it at the start. It's like if you start at a coffee shop, for example, you want to draw people in. So what you're probably going to do is you're going to go to the local newspapers and let them know that you've started this new business. You're going to do a barbecue out the front or something, or an open day, invite people over where they get a free coffee, and just to really vamp that up. That's really what you're trying to get in the mindset with this, is that's what you're doing and that's what you're drawing in. So that's the LinkedIn side of everything. You've then got your network, which will then start building up as you start connecting with people. The good thing with this is the algorithms, I think, are like the best I've ever seen in a social media. It will really pinpoint people that are who you have started connecting with and your skill sets, and find people that are in there. So there, see, funny, there's a professional rugby player come up because I've just endorsed Fergus there because he's a rugby player, so it's brought that up. Coach, artist, well, that's probably because I've put in a lot of stuff about creativity with life coaching, global entrepreneurs. I connect with so many of them, so it's really good at picking up people that are more likely to connect with you. And if your account is verified and things like that, I believe that it actually puts you with people that are very active on here as well, which is a thing that's very obviously crucial on LinkedIn, but not quite so much when you come to Sales Navigator, which I'll show you why. So this is really the breakdown of LinkedIn that I'm giving you just now. So you've then got your job sections. So you can go in there and you can actively look for jobs. You can find out what's people are looking for and things like that. Look for jobs for yourself if you want. But I quite like this because you can sort of go in here and have a look to see who's hiring and stuff like that, and then look for people that would maybe want that type of job that's maybe similar to what you're doing, and you can poach them. Really, this is just all your different settings in here. You can change how you want it to look, post activities. Now, something that you guys won't have on here is a Sales Navigator icon. I noticed mine says premium features because I've got the little gold IN for LinkedIn that shows next to my profile picture because I've got a premium account, which is exactly what you get with Sales Navigator, and that's where the affiliate link comes in, where you can get your 2 months for free. So before we jump into that, I'm going to show you quickly how everything in here is all set out in this bit. If you're struggling to find something, my business tab is quite a good bit to come to because it's got everything broken down in here. Get started with premium is brilliant. Have a look into that. It will show you everything to do with premium, and it will, I don't know what page I was on there. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Just check. Sorry, I'm just going to jump back into it. So I'm on my business page. So there, yeah. So have a play through of it, guys. Just play through these, but these are good things to have a look through. There's nothing that's going to stand out and get you confused with anything. It just gives you a little bit of an insight into everything. The learning sections are brilliant. I really recommend everyone do that. So that is LinkedIn, guys. That's all it is. That is the very first part of setting this up. It's dead simple. I know it sounds like I don't feel like I've really said much, but then there isn't much to say when it comes to LinkedIn. You can type in what you want in here as well. If you want Chief Executive Officer, for example, and it will bring up all these different people that are involved in that job role. But you don't want to be playing around in LinkedIn for stuff like that. This is where the section for Sales Navigator comes in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this recording now. I actually have to jump into a Zoom call in 15 minutes, and I will then dive into everything to do with Sales Navigator and how this works and how this works so well in sync with LinkedIn, and how it's just going to really amplify your selling technique, your prospecting opportunities that you maybe are missing out on by just using TikTok and Instagram. But hope this made sense for you guys. As I said, I'm going to be doing a course on this, and I'd love your input into everything on here. Anything you'd like added in, any way that I may be expressing this to people that is not connecting with you, let me know. I'll adjust. I'll get it working right. We'll get the course set up, and you guys can start making money off that as well by selling that to people if you feel there's anyone that's interested in learning more about this. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this made sense, and I'll come back in with part 2 about Sales Navigator and how that all works and the infrastructure of everything on there.
If you repeat this every night, you will reprogram your subconscious mind with the vibration of your desires. Every day, in every way, I am becoming more attuned to my deepest desires, and my life reflects the abundance and positivity I manifest. Comment the word yes, and we'll send you something that will make reprogramming your subconscious mind effortless. If you do it every night for 30 nights straight, you'll witness amazing synchronicities taking place in your life.